All right, yes, hello there. Dan here again with another coding problem. Doing a little something different this time. I already coded this one up and I was looking at the solutions online and I thought I was being pretty clever, but I found one so baller. Such a good JavaScript solution. Now, granted, I'm a little tired. It's late in the day. It's been a rough day writing reviews, but man, I couldn't believe this solution when I looked at it. So what I want to do instead of coding it, because it was a little bit painful, not gonna lie, I want to walk through the problem, walk through my code, and then show you this insane solution. It's so good. I can't believe I didn't think of any of the tricks that they used. Um, so here we go. So this is a meetup problem. Calculate the date of meetups. It has nothing really to do with meetups. It's a date thing. A meetup happens on the same day of the week. In this exercise, you'll take a description, return the actual date. Okay, so if you say the first Monday of January, so you get the year and the month, and from JavaScript date, you can get the date there, and then you want to find the right week and the right date, and you want to get out the date. So what date is the first Monday of January 2017? And then you got this weird Wednesday thing. It's not a real word. It's an interesting word. It's like the first Wednesday that's in the range of teens. So, between 13 and 19 inclusive. So here are all the different things we can get: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, last, and then all the tenths. Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at this is a great note too. If you didn't know, get month returns the index of the month, not the one-based month, unlike date. Month is weird, so you gotta subtract one there. So looking at the tests, I got them all passing. So this is what they send in. Meetup is just a function, takes the year and then the month, zero indexed, I think. Maybe not zero indexed. No, one indexed. Yeah, so I have to subtract one. And then teenth, so I want the one within the teen range, and then this is the day. Cool, and then the first and last are weird. All right, so let's just walk through the code. So what I did was I said for each of these different types of things, first, second, teenth, they're all going to be functions, and that function's going to give you the result. The first thing I did was say, hey, I want to get all the days of the month, all the for example Mondays. So I call it number here, and that's going to be teenth, first, second, whatever. So if the number is or the weekday is Monday, I want to get all this days here is going to get the day by month, so get all the Mondays. So let's look at that. So I have a date sent in here that I created here, new date using the year, the month index, because we got the month here. We need the index when you're setting. So subtract one. You'll notice I use that index everywhere. I just subtract that one just to make it easy. And then I start on the first day of that month. Cool. So while I'm in the same month, increment the day. And then if the day I'm landing on happens to be a Monday or whatever day we're doing, I have a nice little day map here so I can see what the number, because get day returns a number corresponding there. So if it's a Monday, push it onto this days. So cool. So now we get all the Mondays of the month. Now all we have to do is if it's first, second, third, fourth, boom, index, we got it. If it's the teenth, we do a quick find where the date in that range in that list of days is the one between 12 and 20. So yeah, 13 and 19 inclusive. And if it's the last one, just pop off the last one off the list. So this is kind of nice. You know, I'm not happy with this solution. Then you return the new date using the index, and then use the getter map. Number is, we'll index into the first one, and then call that function, passing in the days. Okay, yeah, you get it. Yeah, so it's not bad. I was honestly kind of proud of this. You know, that was pretty good. But look at this. You know, almost 50 lines. Some stuff up here. So let me just show you this insanity over here. DeSalvio's solution. 15 lines. Come on. Really? All right, one thing I should have realized. I have a map here where it's 0 to 6. That's an array. That's an array, and you can just do find index, and then you get the index. You don't need a map. Granted, find index is slower than just directly indexing it, but whatever, it's fine. So this is a cool trick. The other thing I had to do was a nice little to lower here, because I didn't bother uppercasing these. So this is uppercasing with commas, split, boom, you got your array. You can do index of when you need to get that day translation from string to the number. The next cool thing is actually we don't care about anything but 1 week, right? And we know which week it is. We know the first day is going to fall within the first 7 days. So the start index for the first one will be 1, and it'll go 1 to 7. You know, same. 17th is going to start in the middle there at 13. Third starts at 15, you know, 8 plus 7. Yeah, and then plus 7 again. So there you go. And then the last one, this is where I kind of thought through this in the very beginning. I was like, oh, maybe I could just add 1, or I could just get the first Monday and then add 7, right? And then add 14 to get this, you know, just find the first one, and then you can just add a static number to get the one. But what do you do with the last? You don't know how many days there are in the month, which is why in my loop here I had to like check, are we still in the same month? But yeah, you can just go to the next month. So remember, index based, so month here without -1 is actually the next month, and 0 of the next month is actually the last day of the previous month. How about that? So then we do that, and then just subtract 6, and that's the same, you know, 7-day based index of the last 7 days of the month. That is the starting index of the last 7 days of the month. So you got it. Very cool. Very smart. Love it. Here's another cool one that I had forgotten. I think I'd seen this a while back, but I'd forgotten. Array constructor takes the count in the array. That gives you back an array of empty and undefined, I think. I believe it's a list of undefined of length 7. Empty times 7. Empty, well, what is... Yeah, undefined. It says empty. Yeah, it's not actually undefined. I think it's just basically the same as saying, give me a object deriving from the prototype with a length of 7, right? So let's say empty. It's an empty array, but of length 7, importantly, so that if you do dot keys, you get all of the indexes 0 through 6. So then if you dot that, so basically what you get here at the end of the day is an array of 0 through 6 numbers. Cool. So then you're mapping over that, and that's the number that you're going to add to the starting index to check the dates of the week, to see if the dates of the week are Uh, oh, you're not checking the day yet. So they could have actually collapsed this up a little bit. But this map is getting all of the days for that week, 1st through 7th. And then this filter is finding which of those days actually matches our day. There we go. Very cool. Very cool solution. None of these extra functions. Not this map thing. I mean, I still kind of like my solution. But the tricks, man. The JavaScript tricks. So good. I was excited to see that because usually I get in here and it's not as clever as mine. So love it.